Cindy Utter here with my artsy endeavors. How are we doing today? I'm doing really well. I've been playing and having lots of fun with some paints. So I decided we're going to go ahead and do our explorations of me, and this is for September. And what our focus is on today is going to be on remember to say no. It's not a bad thing. Okay? Now, everybody that has the chronic pain, you've got to get this. It's something you have to learn to do. The reason being is if you don't, you're just going to cause yourself more pain. Now, for some reason, I like this. It's going to be kind of difficult because this is really thick and this is not, but I wonder if I can, let's try this. Let's see if we can get, aha, bingo, we got it. This is one thing I like about the composition notebooks too, is you can just move them however you want to. So what I'm going to do is we're going to play around today with just say no. The first thing I'm going to do is it looks like the battery on my camera is dying. So I am going to get my other battery off the charger and get it hooked up. So I will be right back and we're going to look at just say no. Be right back with you. Alright, so we're going to talk about saying no. And while we do that, I am just going to get some goodies. This is my little scrap box that I like to grab stuff out of. So I'm just going to grab, this is Martha Stewart Decoupage. I got it on clearance. I believe at Hobby Lobby. It was a long time ago though, I know that. So why do we say it's okay to say no? It's okay because, for one, we have to take care of ourselves. We're the only people that can do it. No one else is going to do it for us, right? So if you always just ignore what your body needs or ignore what your emotional health needs, you're not doing yourself any favors, right? Received. I like this. Received. The message is received. It's okay to say no. I'm still going to put this on here. So this is going to be kind of a difficult topic to talk about the whole time I'm playing with this stuff, but hey, I'm going to try. So, like I just said, the first priority in your life, very first and foremost, is you. Nobody else is going to take care of you. Nobody. You cannot rely on your parents to do it for your life, you know, your entire life. You have to take care of yourself. Okay? Okay, physically. There's many people that are following me that have some type of a chronic illness. Just because you can't see it or somebody else can't see it doesn't mean it's not there. But one of the hard lessons that I've had to learn through my journey with chronic pain is it is okay to say no. And what I've learned about that is there are certain people in my life that get it. There's other people in my life that just kind of, I'm not sure, it's like they don't get it. That's the easiest way to put it. Okay, they don't get it. The ones that are in my life that do get it, they're still there when I can't do it today. I can't. How about, let's try to plan tentatively plan for maybe next Wednesday. And then if next Wednesday comes and I know my body can physically do whatever it is we were going to do, okay, I'm ready. If not, I'm really sorry, I just can't. And they understand that, and they're okay with that. And that's something you have to find when you're in a chronic pain management, is you have to find that spot where you can say no. All right, I want to dry this up. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I like this. This looks good. Now that I got my brush all wet, I'm going to throw some more on here. I just decided I want some of this. This is a paper that I found actually at a Tuesday morning quite a while ago, and it's on the line of a scrap. It's like a scrapbook paper, but it's real thin, like a kind of like a tissue paper. So I really like to use it for this kind of stuff, collaging, and works really well. So, talking about saying no, if you don't have those friends in your life that don't understand, well, geez, you know, you could do it yesterday, why can't you do it today? Or, well, you know, you did this yesterday, blah, blah, blah. They need to, if they don't understand, to be honest with you, then I don't think they're as good of friends as you think they might be. So, I'm trying to be nice about this. I'm trying. But let me see what else I got in this junk over here. I'm just going to look real quick. I got all kinds of junk in here. I'll use some of them later. Those are rub-ons. Oh, here's some book text. That looks good. Let's throw some of this on here. I like to use up my bits and pieces and bobs and whatever of this stuff. And we'll make a page out of it. We will. Let's put you here. So, you know, those friends that don't understand, you can't lose sleep over it. If they don't understand, that is their issue, not yours. You need to understand that you're the only person that can take care of your body. You're the only person that can take care of your mental wellness. Nobody else is going to do it for you. So just think about that. You know, if somebody asks you to do something or go somewhere or to create something or whatever, and you're just not up for it, you got to be honest. I'm really sorry, I can't. And what I've learned to do is I'll say to my friends and my family, my sister, I'll be like, okay, pencil me in, but, and they're like, yeah, we know, okay, it's good. So that's the way it has to happen because I'm the only one that can take care of it. So let me dry this up real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, while I was sitting here thinking about this and I was looking at it, I was thinking about what I say or suggestions that I make to people when things are asked, okay? So, for example, can we do it another day? All right, here's one. It's okay to say no. I just wanted to reiterate that. And here's another response. I'm sorry, I need to do a pain management today, so it can't happen today. Can we stay inside? Can we stay in instead of going out to dinner or going to a movie, whatever? Let's rent a movie or get a red box or whatever, go on Netflix, and can we just stay in and have a movie instead? I can early in the AM, but later I'm in much more pain. Let's see. Can you come over here instead of me going over there? So, I mean, there's different ways to continue to be... Boy, these pots drive me nuts. I actually am taking a class with Diane Reevely in October, and I think her and I are going to talk about these pots. Diane, it's coming, I'm sorry. But anyway, so, you know, there are ways that you can say, I just really can't today. And it's okay. It's all right to do that. What I've got is I've got her orange, which I believe is squeezed orange, and I think this one's chocolate. Melted chocolate. And that's just the colors I want to play with today. So that's what we're going to do. I'm sure there's a lot of other different responses that you could use when you're talking about, you know, can we do this later, whatever the case may be. There's other things, you know, maybe if somebody wants you to go out to dinner, well, how about, you know, I actually had this happened this spring. My in-laws wanted us to come up for dinner. Well, I was in so much pain, there was no way I was going anywhere. My mother-in-law actually brought the dinner, the entire dinner, down here to us. They only live like 12 miles away, and this is during the summer. They live down south in the winter, but, you know, the people that understand and the people that, these are really big because they're still wet. I just got done doing another project. Squirrel, here I am off on a tangent. you know, the people that get it, the people that understand, they will work with you. They will. They'll, you know, just like she did. She's like, oh, well, you know, we've got all this stuff. Can I bring it here and cook it? Absolutely, you know. And I appreciated that. I appreciated that, you know, people like that in my life, they don't get all pissed off and say, wow, yeah, I spent all this money on this food and you can't come up. That's not the way it happens, you know. They understand and they get it. And those are the type of people that, especially if you're in a chronic pain situation, that you need to have in your life, because they're the ones that get it. They're the ones that understand. You know, and then what happened is, you know, a couple weeks later, I was like, hey, you know, I'd like to have you guys over for a nice, you know, home cooked meal. I was feeling pretty good. Takes all day for me to do a meal, but hey, it worked, right? So, you know, you can have the good times in your life and you can still say no. So just think about that, you know, the next time that somebody asks you, oh, you know, can you do this? I can, but can we do this instead? You know, or can we do it another time or another day? It's okay. Those people will understand. Oops, I got a big hole down here that's white. Not anymore. We're going to take that and make it all orange. So, you know, look for those people in your life and look for those people to help you through, you know, whatever situation you may be going through as far as chronic pain. I'm not sure where this got into chronic pain, but explorations of me, sorry, that's my new life. And it is what it is. So that's what I'm working on. Now I'm going to take another sponge, only I don't want a wet one, I want a dry one. If I can find a dry one. Hold on, there we go. Alright, I've got a dry one. This is going to dry up real quick, I hope. And I've got a Tim Holtz stencil here, and he calls this Scribbles, which I think is kind of funny because it really looks like roses. So you know what? Haha. To me, come on, move over. I'm sorry, off camera here I have a little palette that I keep my sponges on. And I like to go onto the lid and then just work on my palette like this, because that way I don't have big blops of color. So let's go ahead and play with his scribbles here. I still think they look like roses, but we're just gonna play. I like them. I like them. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, sometimes you just have to be creative. Instead of saying, no, I'm not gonna do that. Well, you know, let's try something else. But it's okay to say no. Unfortunately, like for example, this weekend, I have a family reunion. Where it is so far away for me that I would be on the road in a car for 6 hours. And I can tell you right now, I love my family to death. That's not happening. It can't. I just don't have the physical ability to do that. So, you know, there's always other ways around things. Alright, let me dry this up real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I've decided I'm going to take a little bit of white and I'm going to throw some more stencils down. So it would be nice to see, you know, what interesting ways, and I say that lightly and, you know, with a smile, you can come up with to say, I'm really sorry I can't do that today. Okay? And don't feel bad. Really, don't feel bad, because we have to take care of ourselves. We are the only person that can do it. I guess like they say on an airplane, you know, put on your own mask first. Although if it came to that, yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm not good with heights. I don't mind flying, but I'm just not a good height person. But anyways, so, you know, don't feel bad, and it's okay. Now, that doesn't apply just to physically. That also applies to mentally. You know, if you're in a place where you just can't do whatever, you know, you're being asked to do, just let that person know. You don't owe anybody an explanation, okay? The only thing you need to do is take care of yourself. Trying to find another. I've used so many of these sponges that most of them are wet now. Just trying to find, this is the pomegranate. This is actually the only color that I've gotten this year so far from the Dilutions line. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go along the edge. Like it. I like it. I love it. And just create kind of a border on our Just Say No page. Wasn't that a, oh, what do you call it? One of the drug, you know, say no to drugs campaigns. Just say no. Well, it goes for chronic pain and emotional pain as well. Just say no. It's okay. I like using this to make, and it's not an even border, so that's okay. I don't mind. I like it. It looks really dark when I look up at the camera, but it's not. It really isn't. The orange is actually quite bright, and the red pops out. So I hope the camera is doing it justice because it's really pretty. So, okay. Now what I'm gonna do? I'm no, I don't. No, Cindy, stop! Don't overdo. All right, let me dry this up real quick, and then we're going to be doing some writing on here. All right, I found this really cool quote, and I want to try to get it on this page. This is a Dilutions journaling block. It's got measuring on this side. It's got a couple holes so you can hang it up, and it has this wonderful loop-de-loop line here. So I want to see how I can get this quote in on this page. All right, so it's going to be here. Let's see. I'm not worried about these white lines because they'll just kind of blend in with the white that I've already got on here. So I'm just trying to give myself some type of a guide to put this quote in. Let's do it like that. All right, so we did that in white pencil. Now I'm gonna keep going. This is a Stabilo All. This is a white watercolor pencil, but it's okay. I'm just going to put the quote down basically with a light outline, so you probably won't be able to see it, but then we're going to go over it. So. I might put a couple flowers down here. Okay, so we're going to take a Posca, and I'm actually going to do it in white, and I'm going to write over this. And what the quote is when you say, when you say yes, and I'm going to go back and make this a little bit bolder and, you know, the whole 9 yards. Yes. To others. Okay, when you say yes to others, make sure you are not saying no. This one's, ooh, I thought it was out of paint, but it's not. No. To yourself. Now, how true is that with what we've just been talking about? When you are saying yes to other people and you know in your heart that you really should not be doing something, this is exactly what you're doing. You're not taking care of yourself, and you are instead pleasing someone else at the cost of your own health, whether it be emotional, physical, exhaustion, whatever the case may be. Okay? So this is huge. You need to be able to say no. And it's funny because, boy, at first it's not easy. But as you learn how to say no, it gets easier. It really does. So I am going to, seriously, hang on a second, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm going to see how bad I can mess this up. I want to do it, I just want this white paint, I want this white to really stand out. So I'm using a really thin little paintbrush that of course has to have a rogue bristle, but that's okay. And I'm using gesso, just white gesso. This is going to be painstaking, I'm sorry. It's all part of the process though, right? Just all part of the process. And this doesn't have to be perfect because it is in my journal and I am not perfect, so I definitely don't expect any of my journal pages to be perfect. I really need to work on my writing skills. This is my handwriting. It's okay. I have one of the books from, what's her name? Joanne Sharp. I just haven't had a chance to go through it and actually do all the exercises yet. You Alright, I'm going to turn this upside down just because it's easier for me, and I won't get all my fingers and hands in the wet paint. Do, 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 do. I know it's funny because even in the chronic pain world, there's some days that I just don't want to talk to anybody. I want to just chill out on the couch with a play journal, or I've got a couple different journals going on, basically journals about me. One of these days I'll share them, but and I'll just chill out on the couch and throw on some Netflix. Maybe watch a movie that, you know, I've heard is really good and I've never watched. And let me tell you, I have to tell you this. Prior to chronic pain, I was not a movie watcher. I probably could have told you on 5 fingers how many movies I had watched prior to chronic pain. And let me tell you, it's different watching all these movies now. You know, I'll be like, oh, I just watched such and such. Oh my gosh, that's so many years old. Well, you know what? I was never a movie watcher. I was always too busy. I felt like I had more things to do, you know, better things to do than sit on my butt and watch a movie. And it was difficult. I mean, my husband would say, you know, how come you won't watch a movie? And I'm like, I don't know. I just can't sit that long to watch a movie. Well, guess what? Now I watch movies, I can't say daily, but quite a few. I'd say maybe 3 or 4 a week, maybe. And of course, you know, we've got to stop in the middle and get up and walk and, you know, do the rotating thing, the sit, stand, lay. I had somebody on one of my other videos call it musical chairs, and I like that. Playing musical chairs. This looks like a first grader wrote it, doesn't it? Oh well. It's all good. It's all good. I'm using this round paintbrush like a hen, and it's working. All right. Let's turn her back around. Okay, so when you say yes to others, make sure you are not saying no to yourself. And you know what's kind of funny? The way this came out, right here it says it's okay to say no. And I'm glad. I'm really glad that that kind of ended up like that. So now what I want to do is I want to take another, I'm taking just another paintbrush, and I just want some dots on my page. I'm going to put some white ones just because I can. And then I'm also going to do a few of these little pomegranate seed ones. Do these from the lid. So I really hope this month's Explorations of Me gives you something to think about. Gina and I, you know, we're basically trying to help you guys find different ways to maybe come up on a problem that you may have experienced, whether it be with the chronic pain or just, you know, looking at yourself and seeing that You are what matters. Okay. I actually I didn't read it. I have a iPad cover, and there's a quote on the front of it, and it says, "To the world, you may be just one person, but to one person, you may be the world." And how true is that? I've never really thought of it that way. I am not going to do anything else to this because it is my Explorations of Me journal, and it's going to stay just the way it is. But remember, when you say yes to others, make sure you're not saying no to yourself. And actually, I might, now I'm thinking, like, Alright, so I am going to do more to this page. I like it. Goodness, now I'm going to get my fingers in all this wet paint. Or get wet paint on my Posca. Alright. So you get the idea of what I'm playing with here. Alright. So, you know, we would love to see your Exploration of Me pages. I'm doing all cockeyed. That's cool. Please share them, both with Gina and I. We would love to see them. Okay, and you know, if you decide this topic is uncomfortable for you, that's fine. Do some other topic that, you know, you've been thinking about lately or you're comfortable with. Okay, so as always, be kind, have fun. That's what life's all about, and happy creating. And we'll see you next month. Have a good day. Bye.